không không nhiều. Còn nếu mà tên mà không hợp nên mà không lấy.
After arriving here in the mountainous areas and living together with the locals, I can now understand why they were so happy to see a movie for the first time. I truly had a wonderful time. The smiles on the children's excited faces while watching their first movie will always stay in my heart. Nothing lasts forever, and now it's time for the mobile cinema crew to leave. I don't want this to happen at all. I really want to stay and find out more about the creativity of the Hmong people in their difficult living conditions. Even more, I would like to bring happiness to the children here, like last night during the movie screening. After parting with the crew, lucky for me and my eagerness to learn more about the Hmong culture and lifestyle, I was led to the mountains by Li U, an English-speaking Hmong who knows a lot about the local landscape. Here is where many Hmong live scattered in the mountains.
Wow.
This is a rice mill.
This is the
The rice mill.
rice mill?
Yeah, rice mill. Water rice mill. In the past, the Hmong people we don't have a machine, so we use this one to remove the rice before we bring to cook.
The shell on the rice, the hull?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you take out.
Yeah, we put the rice in a hole. Yeah.
There are some places in Sangma district that have electricity. However, because Hmong people have a tendency to settle down in the mountains, it is hard to bring electricity to all the homes in these remote regions.
The Hmong traditionally like living in a high mountain.
Sue has a friend that has a new water-powered electric rice mill, so we're gonna go check it out.
Anh Phụng ơi! Đó chị à? And he is my friend. He named in the phone, and this is his house.
Okay.
So today he have built new water rice mill, and he built a new water electricity. So he don't need my help to do something.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, we go follow him.
On Ky Quan San mountains, people live on the side of the mountain, and transporting goods is very difficult. It's also the reason why electricity still can't be provided to them, at least not yet. There's always a solution though. The locals utilize the steep landscape with many small streams and waterfalls to make rice mills and, even better, generate electricity. Phum led us to find bamboo to make water pipes.
He said we catch this one.
So you're testing how thick it is?
Yeah.
So if it's older, it's easier to cut down?
Yeah, younger, easy to cut down.
Younger is easier.
Yeah, the older the hot. But the older the better.
Testing.
He said this one better.
Okay.
Because that one a little bit bang.
Bends,
Yeah.
and he wants a straight one?
Yeah, straight one.
Hai tay à?
Just one.
Một tay?
Yeah.
Okay, mất rồi. Nước này, can you drink this water?
No, just minute for the water go out.
Let the water go out?
Yeah. Here say you and me the push and he the catch.
Okay. Is it ready or no?
Not yet. First he the catch. He need a flower beside because if the bamboo the flower is that way, it's a break.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you don't want it to break, you want it to...
Yeah. Okay, push. Be careful.
Are you okay?
Yeah. And you?
Good.
Good. Chị down. Ba.
It looks like he's measuring how long the bamboo is based on the
Chị đằng xuống nó ra.
length of your arms, your wingspan.
Sao?
So that's 1,
Ba.
2, 3.
Hỏi bây giờ trao cứu mình tụi tiêu rồi chứ mà.
4. I just say we measure with the
Yeah.
by how long our arms are.
He said we all need maybe the 7 under. 7.
Under 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Under 7. Be careful, okay? It's very heavy. Can you hold me Can you hold me hold this one? Okay, you hold me. You hold me hold here.
Okay.
Hold this one.
Anh xuống dưới kia anh cộng cái đầu kia.
Okay, you hold it this side. You hold that one, I hold this one.
Xoay nhá, xoay nhá.
Nè đâu, nhà ô thế à? Okay. So now we are use the spare to carve. Yang air.
Hả?
Yeah. Try.
So the Hmong people for a really long time, since years and years ago, they've always used bamboo as a way of getting a water line for irrigation and whatnot. They've never used the plastic pipes that we find in Western cultures and even more developed places. The Hmong people look to using the bamboo because it's free, it's grown on their land, there's plenty of it, and it's strong, and they figure out a really efficient and effective way of carrying water through these. Cutting the bamboo this way, and why don't we split it in half to hollow out, to carve out the inside?
Yeah, but if we break this one to half, and when we clear the inside, so we put together and not so tight.
Oh,
So
it doesn't.
the water go outside.
Okay, so it doesn't fit as well together,
So, yeah.
so it leaks too much water.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or you see the big. Yeah, we are here and here they go. Bác cứ chị nào. Cứ chị.
It's about 30 kilo.
30 kilos, yeah, that's
Yes.
pretty heavy. Here, the Hmong people use old bamboo like this to make pipes to control the flow of water. Can you tell me a little bit more about the pipes that the Hmong people use?
We can use the bamboo to make the pipe, We can do about 2 kilometers.
You can make a pipe that's 2 kilometers long.
Yeah.
Wow, that's quite long. That's impressive.
Our attempt at producing hydropower was cut short by the setting sun. The lack of light made it impossible to see what we were doing in order to finish the project. Instead, we called it a day and headed back to Mr. Phum's little hut on the hill. We left our unfinished work for the next day.
So far we just go to yeah. Ở đây ấy là đi khu vậy á, có một chủ khán đeo luôn nè.
With no electricity, we cooked a very simple meal of instant ramen noodles using the traditional Hmong method of cooking over a wood fire, with only our headlamps providing the light we needed to move about. That night, I experienced what it was like to live without electricity.
Cho chị.
Thank you.
Mời cả nhà.
Đâu không bay ra.
Dạ.
Kéo là quay nhá. Mùa hè tôi cho dùng tua mà. Chính chào mà.
Heavy rain the night before made the land muddy, so it is quite difficult to get to the terraced rice fields. However, a sudden rain like this provides water to the arid mountainous areas.
The Hmong people use terrace fields because the land here is not flat. If you look around, you can see that the sides of the mountain are very steep. The Hmong have to make terraces in order to grow rice, which I think is ingenious. By doing this, they have enough rice for their family for the whole year.
The Hmong people here, the advantage to using the terraces along the mountainside is that the first terrace will fill up with water from the rain, and then there'll be a little bit of a hole in the wall, so that when it fills up, then the water flows down from the first one to the second one, and then that fills up, and then from the hole from there, once it fills up, will flow down to the third level, and so forth, so that each of the terraces will have filled up with water, and then it will just flow naturally down. Unfortunately for us, the heavy rains this morning made it dangerous conditions to continue with the hydroelectricity that we were working on yesterday. So today we're going to help foam and sew in making the terrace walls. And so you're going to get to see how the mud is used to build the walls of the terraces, and also how the water flows from each level to the next. So we're going to go join them. At first I felt very uncomfortable walking in this water because it's very, the mud sticks to your boot and pulls on it, so it's hard walking. Plus you don't know how deep the water is. I think working with the shovel is a lot harder than just working with your hands. Because with your hands you can feel more. So you know how much mud and how much pressure to put on it. roll my sleeves up?
Yeah. What is it? Yeah, show the hand. Really big hole, so we need
A lot of mud.
yeah, a lot of mud.
It's definitely work that I'm not used to. I'm not used to doing this. It's kind of fun though. It's just playing with dirt really. But I don't know if I could do this all day. Bending over and fixing the terraces. Okay, what's next?
Beside here,
Over
so
there?
very things.
Okay.
Be careful with slippery, okay?
As noon approached, it got sunnier, and we continued the work with the water pipes from the day before. Foam was the most experienced, so he took charge of installing the machines and made sure they ran well.
Years ago, the Hmong people used bamboo pipes like these to direct water to their houses as a source of water for them to cook and clean and use for their daily lives. Nowadays, with the advent of hydroelectricity, they're using bamboo pipes to direct water to the machine that generates electricity for water.
Electricity is generated by the kinetic energy of flowing water. In this situation, the bamboo is used to make a water pipe, which direct the water flow to the generator rotor. The Hmong people take advantage of the water flow and use it to spin the rotor of the generator.
And now we only need to get the electricity from the generator to Foom's house.
Let's make electricity! So we're doing this so that the grass doesn't go into the pipe, and so water is the only thing that passes through. To increase the water flow, we're going to break down this wall, and this water is going to go straight into the pipe. All right, let's go down and check out what's happening at the bottom.
Now we have got electricity.
We have electricity.
Yeah, we have electricity.
It's amazing. So after 2 days of very hard work of chopping down bamboo and hollowing the bamboo out, making sure they're the right length, and hoisting them up and putting them on pylons, rearranging the mud walls and stringing the line across. It's a long process to get electricity up here on this little house on the hill, but it was so rewarding to see the light bulb start to gain energy and light up. It was definitely worth all that hard work to get electricity up here. Yep. Yeah, well, there you go. Yeah. Oh, come in, come in, come in.
Ở mất tận nhé. Nhà bà luôn nhớ nó xem TV à?
Look at TV.
Xem TV à?
Look at her. It's been 2 hard days of making pipes out of bamboo, and I don't know if you could tell, but it was pretty exhausting. And now it's totally worth it because we have light, we have electricity, and we have a TV with a DVD. And it's a special night because we've invited the local kids to watch TV with us, which is something they rarely get to do.
He said he very thank you very much honor to help here build water power.
You're welcome.
Finally, I was able to fulfill my desire of bringing happiness to the Hmong children of Ky Quan San, even though the mobile cinema crew had left. The happiness in the children's eyes as they watched a Hmong music DVD for the first time made me very emotional. I'm glad I had the chance to make them so happy.